Hey everybody, it's Jesse from EMS here. I just wanted to go over a simple procedure that I see a lot of my customers need to do once they've received their short block and or long block from us. And I also see other guys in the groups on Facebook kind of need to be able to do this. And most people tell them to go to Ford to have the procedure done or look for somebody with a snap-on scanner. But I would happy to report that one of the newer versions of ForeScan allows us to do a misfire monitor profile correction, or as some people refer to it, a crank relearn procedure. So first, let's open up the ForeScan app. Just ignore that message. You'll note I'm using ForeScan version 2.3.46. So now I'm just going to key on the car. I'm not going to start it, just key on. And we're going to connect to the vehicle. May see some warnings up top depending on what adapter you got, but from what I've done with ForeScan, it never has really mattered. Just give it a second to update all the modules and connect to the car, and we'll get started. Okay, we have scanned all of the modules on the, I think, the high speed side. So now we're going to swap our switch over to the EMS side and let it read the rest of the modules. Now, if you're doing this on your car, you may want to save the profile. I really don't want to because this is one of just many Mustangs that I deal with, so I'm going to select no. But now we should be ready to perform the monitor misfile profile correction. I believe we go over here to the wrench icon on the leftmost side of the options. If you go up here, you'll see misfire monitor neutral profile correction. So we're going to select that, and we're going to hit the play icon at the bottom left of the screen. It's going to give you some warnings and things to think about and whatever. So now we need to make sure that we're on the HS side of the CAN bus switch, so we're going to swap back on our adapter. And if you don't know what I mean by the adapter and the switch, you will know once you have your own ForeScan adapter cable. So we've set it to HS, okay. Now we need to turn on the car, so I'm going to go ahead and press the brake and hit the engine start. You're going to hear the engine start up, and my apologies if it gets loud. This customer's car is just has an exhaust, and it may drone a bit inside of here. Okay, so we have the engine running now, so we're going to select OK. We can see here it's going to tell us kind of the procedure it's about to go through and tells us to be sure to follow ForeScan's commands. We're going to click OK, and I suggest you ready your foot at the accelerator pedal because we're going to have to rev the engine up a little bit for it to perform this procedure. So now raise engine speed to 3150. Let off and let it come back to idle. Got to do it one more time. And that's it, guys. You can see service procedure completed successfully. So at this point, we can turn the car back off. And if you were having some like misfire codes, like maybe a popular one's misfiring first 1,000 revolutions of engine start, or maybe a misfire on a cylinder, and you've been inside your engine, maybe you've retimed it, you've changed the head gasket, or maybe it's a brand new engine, well, this is what you need to do to try to get rid of those issues. And I've also seen some guys maybe go to Piper cams, and the car would have just a dead spot in low RPM range, mild throttle application. ignition. So in the past, I've seen this procedure clear that up a little bit as well. So always keep that in mind when you're tearing apart these EcoBoost engines or you're doing something to them, that this is just something that we have to do to make sure the engine runs correctly. Hope this was helpful, guys.